Yay Networks.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Casillejos, Amy Nichols, and Lacey G.
Welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. My name's Nick Adams.
I'm Anna.
Amy. And I'm Lacey G.
And we have made it to September. August has slipped away like a bottle of wine.
Oh.
And it's another great day to be a Swiftie, is it not?
It always is.
There's so many great things. Although, someone on the show had to issue an apology. We'll get to that later. But there's so many things happening right now in the Swiftyverse.
I know.
How incredible.
Dare I say, the actual Taylor Swift cinematic universe?
Very true. Okay, so we're going to start in chronological order of events, and then we'll get to the cinematic universe here shortly. So Taylor, since the last time we spoke, Taylor wrapped up the first leg of the U.S. tour. And so we got to get to just everything that happened, the controversy over our point system that we have going on. So where are we starting first, guys?
Okay. Well, just to recap in case anybody missed it or forgot what happened last time. So when Taylor did 4 shows in Mexico City, but the first show that she did was on a Thursday, and we all got together to record that next day on Friday.
Right.
So we were wondering how the point system was going to work for that Thursday show. If we were going to combine them all together for the 4 nights, which raised the question of the song Sweet Nothing. Because on Thursday night, Taylor Swift played I Forgot That You Existed and Sweet Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So then the issue was, going forward, do we say Sweet Nothing as a guest to get a half point, which is an easy half point, or do we all just agree to not say that because we already know that she did it?
See, a normal person.
3 out of the 4 of us all agreed.
A normal person would have still kept their picks from that weekend and had a whole brand new list coming in, not trying to piggyback on what had already happened.
I wanted to keep Thursday because I had snow on the beach and I was hoping she would play it, and she did.
Mm-hmm.
So I still got that half point and regrettably got the half point for Sweet Nothing.
So Amy and Anna were all on board of doing the half point for Sweet Nothing.
The thing was, we were on board if we all agreed.
Well,
that was the issue.
You guys were really pushing for it.
And you started it.
Started what?
Well,
Now,
I mean,
listen,
you said it first.
Hey, listen, you two brought the idea to the table.
Amy brought the idea to the table.
Well,
An idea and a punishment to the table. So then that kind of fueled it even more. But Nicholas, you cracked under pressure.
I did.
You were the one
I
to
did.
kick it off.
Yeah,
You
well,
and I
no,
were
no,
arguing.
Hold on. Amy and Anna brought this idea to the table. At first, me and Lacey were like, no, this is stupid. This is confusing. This is complicating things. The integrity of the sport is out the window at this point.
Well, because we had
Right?
said as long as we all agreed. Because we
Sure.
were like, if we all
That's
do
fine.
it, then we all get the half point. It's the same as if we all don't do it and no one gets
Right.
the half. It cancels it out.
Lacey
But the
and I
thing
were
was,
against it.
3 of us agreed.
Yeah,
and then
Lacey
one
and I
of
were
us
against it
didn't.
at first, and then it was clear that Anna and Amy wanted this to happen. I was confused by it. I
Nick
just said,
kicked
screw
it off.
Kicked what off?
You're such a
the stealing the point.
the stealing of the point.
It was clear that 2 of our members were dead set on having this easy point. And I said, whatever, I'll do it. And I don't feel sorry about it. I don't feel bad about it. I'm not issuing an apology. Y'all can. I don't care. I don't care what you're saying in the comments. I thought it was dumb too, but I went along with it. So I have nothing to apologize for. And then what happens is, well, she did not play Sweet Nothing again, but did we get the half point? Did we not? I don't know where it goes from here.
Well, so after that, some of our listeners were considering it cheating, even though it was
a
not
loophole.
cheating.
It was a loophole.
It was a loophole. It was not cheating. However, I thought that if we kept going with this half point for the rest of the game, people would not take our scores
Right.
seriously.
Correct.
Because if any of the 3 of us were winning by half a point, people would be like, well, technically you're not. So Amy decided to issue an apology.
I did. Should I read it?
Yes.
So, in quotations, this is me swallowing my pride. End of quotations. For those who witnessed our Mexico City Night 2 prediction show meeting, I feel I owe my 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, co-hosts, and listeners an apology. I hereby forfeit My half point for guessing Sweet Nothing post-play. I shouldn't have done that. I didn't think about how it would affect the game. For that, I am remorseful. I promise to do better at hiding how much I want to win. Amy. So there was some really weird grammar and like punctuation. Maybe a hidden message was inside and people just looked into it. I don't know. I'm not sure.
But that's on them.
That's on them.
I have also prepared a statement because Amy is revoking her half point.
Yes.
Therefore, I am also revoking my half point.
No pressure, Nick.
Are you going to keep your half point?
He folds under
I'll just
pressure.
go with whatever y'all are saying.
Okay, I'm going to revoke my half point, but I have issued a statement because the way I see it, Amy gave me a half point and then Amy took it away.
Oh, wow.
By revoking hers. So here's what I have prepared. The story starts when it was hot and it was summer, and I had it all. I had all the points I wanted. Then Amy came along, convinced us all, so let's hear the applause. She took that half point faster than you could say sabotage. I never saw it coming, nor had I suspected it. I underestimated just who I was dealing with. She had to know I'd side with her, and she played me like a drum. She underestimated just who she was stealing a half point from. She's not a saint, and she's not what you think. She's a competitive folklorian princess. Whoa. That half point was a moth to the flame, and Amy was holding the matches. Soon she's going to find that stealing other people's points in the predictions game won't make you any friends. So she should keep in mind that I won last time, and there's nothing I do better than revenge.
Ooh.
Wow.
That was a threat apology.
It was powerful.
You can read into it however you want.
Ooh, I'm excited to hear what Nick has to say. Nick?
Sure, take the point away. I don't care. I don't care. The thing that I'm mad about is that Amy and Anna are caving to pressure.
No.
Who cares what the comments say?
It's
You made
not-
a decision. You stick with it.
Because
Was it a dumb
it's not-
idea?
because
Yes. But I don't think you should apologize. Don't take your point away. Keep it. It was a decision we made. It's not, our listeners, we love you. It's not your podcast. It's our podcast. We're going to do whatever we want to do. If you don't like it, sorry.
it's not
But
caving
I'll
to
ta-
the pressure. It's
It is.
the rest of the game. Nobody's going to take our point seriously.
We want this to be fun. So if it's no longer fun by finding loopholes, then let's not do the loopholes. That I take
Sure.
the blame.
Sure.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, take the
It
points
is your
away.
fault.
Take the points away. Y'all can take the points away, but I'm not sorry for doing it.
I just want to be.
Was that the secret message in one of the apology notes? You're not sorry? I think
Maybe.
that's what
so.
I heard. I think that's what I heard.
All right. Well, without the half points of the Sweet Nothing, the great Sweet Nothing controversy of 2023. So in Mexico City, she played 4 nights. All the surprise songs that she played were I Forgot That You Existed, Sweet Nothing, which I will never be able to listen to the same way ever again. Tell Me Why, Snow on the Beach, Cornelia Street, You're on Your Own Kid, Afterglow, and Maroon.
So we finally got Cornelia Street
Yeah.
and Afterglow.
Yeah. Oh my God.
beautiful.
And You're on Your Own Kid for the 3rd time.
Yeah.
And Maroon also, I think, was
Mhm.
was that the 3rd time?
Yes.
Also?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God. She was really, I felt like, well, before Cornelia Street, she had said, you know, she was like, you guys have waited so long for me to come and play for you. I'm going to play a song that I know that the fans want to hear. So I feel like she was purposefully doing like fan favorites, like You're on Your Own Kid, Cornelia Street, Maroon. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think that was her intention of like, I haven't played in Mexico City. I'm going to give them like top tier
The good
songs.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So out of the ones that we had guessed, Nick and Amy got a full point for I Forgot That You Existed.
Woo.
I got a half point for Afterglow. Lacey got a half point for Cornelia Street. And then Amy got a half point for Snow on the Beach. So going until November, I guess,
Yeah.
until her next show.
November 9th. We have to wait until her next show.
So until November 9th, starting our Latin America leg, I have half a point. Nick has 1 point. Lacey has half a point. And Amy has 1.5 points.
Should we change our name to 13.5?
So we didn't know how she was going to kick it off at the beginning of this tour. Was she going to reset? Now she's in Latin America. Is she going to reset the secret songs? What is it that she's going to do? And she continued to play songs that she hadn't played before, followed up by a Midnight song. Was anybody suspicious about that? Do you think she was just playing the top hits like Anna said because it was such a special show? Or is she saying something by Midnight's being the second surprise song?
I didn't read into it like that. I thought she just was playing, top tier songs for Mexico City, but you never know.
It made me suspicious. I'm not going to lie. I'm constantly a clown, but we have heard, and we know that Taylor's been recording stuff. She's been in and out of the studio. She gets so creative and inspired while she's on tour, and she's been in and out of the studio. Well, then tabloids announced it that she's coming out with new music, and it really made me wonder if she's putting a focus on Midnights because TS11 is going to be coming out.
But then why would that be a focus on Midnights?
To show Midnight's love in case she's going to get ready to release new music. Then she's still playing a lot from her most recent album as well.
Yeah.
I mean, no, that's just what I thought. There's no Easter eggs or anything to that necessarily, but I was suspicious why she chose Midnights for every single song.
And there's the rule, it was for the the U.S. leg tours that she can play Midnights as much as she wants.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very Midnights heavy.
This show is sponsored by Liquid IV. Summer has officially started in my house when my kids are in full sports mode. We are outside constantly. Baseball games, practices, tournaments, running from one field to the next in the heat. And if you've ever sat through a doubleheader in the middle of the summer, then you know that staying hydrated is not optional. That's why I always throw in a few sticks of Liquid IV's hydration multiplier in my bag. I'm obsessed with the pina colada flavor right now, and it really just tastes like summer in a cup. Just tear it open, pour it into 16 ounces of water, and it hydrates faster than water alone. It's powered by Live Hydroscience with an optimized ratio of electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients. Plus, Liquid IV has 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink and includes 8 vitamins and nutrients in every stick. It's also non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free. Stay hydrated while you're on the go this summer with Liquid IV. Tear, pour, live more. Go to liquidiv.com and get 20% off your first purchase with code TaylorSwiftFan at checkout. That's 20% off your first purchase with code TaylorSwiftFan at liquidiv.com.
Warmer, sunnier days are calling, and you can fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So if you only have a few minutes between meetings during the day, or you get home and you're just so hungry but you have no time to cook, Factor is where you should go. They have 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, and you'll always have new flavors to explore. You can crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And these are delicious. From breakfast to dessert, you can stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes, so no shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Head to factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 and use code TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code TaylorSwiftFan50 at factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active.
So let's talk about what the Eras Tour has done thus far. This is an Eras Tour recap from Brut.America.
The first U.S. leg of the Eras Tour has just wrapped, so here are some of the biggest moments from the record-breaking tour. Before the Eras Tour even began, Ticketmaster crashed due to the unprecedented demand for tickets, leaving fans in hours-long waits and many without tickets. Resale tickets soared for over $1,000, and the debacle even resulted in a class action lawsuit. Swift announced 2 albums during the Eras Tour, Speak Now Taylor's version in Nashville and 1989 Taylor's version in Los Angeles. During the tour's stop in Seattle, fans danced so hard that they caused seismic activity equivalent to a 2.3 magnitude earthquake. Throughout the tour, Swift has been joined on stage by various celebrity friends, including Ice Spice, Haim, Phoebe Bridgers, Joey King, Taylor Lautner, and more. The Eras Tour is projected to become the highest grossing tour of all time, and the first to gross over $1 billion. With its international dates and a second US leg, the tour is projected to earn $1.5 billion. The Eras Tour has proved so popular that the Federal Reserve has credited Swift with boosting the country's economy. The tour is expected to generate around $5 billion for local economies, which is the same number as the combined GDP of 50 countries.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
She's had a lot going on in just a short amount of time.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's incredible. I mean, and she's like just saving the world.
And she is. It's getting some press coverage, but she is also quietly just donating a buku ton of money to food banks at every city she goes to. And it's so much that the food banks she's donating to have to donate to other food banks in the area because they just can't keep up with how much of a donation it was.
Amazing.
So they are in turn spreading the love that Taylor was sharing with them. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
And she's given bonuses to people at her job. So, I mean, everybody who's helped out on the tour, she's incredible. I saw a TikTok recently that said they've tried canceling her and can't. And just look at her now. Everyone's tried with her before, but she just continues to do good. She's just a good person, I think.
Yeah, one of the stats that I saw about the Eras Tour that I just absolutely love that I've been regurgitating to anyone that will listen to me is that she kicked it off in Glendale just a few months after the Super Bowl had been had there. And this guy that we were just listening to was talking about how it's boosting local economies. So after her shows in Glendale, she brought in more money to the local economy than the Super Bowl did just a few months before.
Yeah.
The biggest event in the world every year is the Super Bowl.
And she's doing
And
that
she's
every
bringing
weekend
in more money. She's doing it every weekend.
to all of these cities.
Yeah.
And now they there were, I don't know, did we talk about it on the podcast about how she was asked to perform the Super Bowl this year and she declined?
That was that ever confirmed or was that just like the rumors?
I mean, I guess
stuff?
it was just, I guess like gossip. It's probably a safe assumption.
Yeah.
You know, when the Eras Tour first started, I said, this is practice for a Super Bowl. This is a Super Bowl type show that she's performing. And so she's been adding more and more dates. And I saw someone put the timeline together that once this ends, she could perform Super Bowl 2025. So not this next Super Bowl, the next one.
I just think that like she's above it, honestly.
Yeah,
in my
she doesn't
opinion,
need it.
like if anything, it'd be so hard for her to put together a 10-minute set.
It would be.
You know,
It
like.
would be.
But I did read an article about how, I mean, typically the artist that performs at the Super Bowl, they don't get paid. They put on their own show and then they see in the back end all of like the streaming revenue and all of that. Taylor doesn't need that. But I read an article about how the Super Bowl basically wants her and her star power so bad that they could potentially offer to pay her and she would be the very first artist to get paid to perform at the Super Bowl.
That'd be pretty great.
But I don't know. She's just so above the Super Bowl. Like I feel like it would be kind of a favor on her part to do it.
And when you do it, anyone that does it, there's a lot of criticism when you do the Super Bowl. Why are they having so-and-so perform? That's not the audience of the Super Bowl. You know, if they have like Lady Gaga. People hated on Lady Gaga, and she had an incredible show.
It
People
was
hated
awesome.
Katy Perry. She had an incredible Super Bowl show.
Yeah.
Some of the Katy Perry's is the most watched. But like Katy Perry fans are not necessarily Super Bowl fans. So it does work, but the NFL meatheads, they get really butthurt about who's performing at the Super Bowl.
If anything, if Taylor Swift ever performs at the Super Bowl, they shouldn't care about the performance. They should care about getting those tickets
Yeah, right?
because we're getting those tickets.
Yeah, we're going.
And then that stadium's going to be empty for the second half.
It'd be pretty great. And so now we are going to get to see the Eras Tour again because everyone woke up to some great news this week that Taylor Swift is bringing the Eras Tour to a theater near you.
Yay!
And when she was in LA, we saw her filming something. We didn't know
Yeah.
what it was for. And I assumed it would be something down the road. Like next year, she would release it on Disney or something, a
Streaming
concert tour.
service.
I kind
Streaming
of thought
service.
I assumed a streaming service also. I was making my own little personal bets. I thought it was going to be for Amazon Prime.
See,
Sure.
But doesn't she owe Apple something still? Or was it Disney? She
I'm
owes
not- I'm
Disney
not
another
sure.
Disney.
one. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I did not think it would be a theatrical
Yeah, me
release.
neither.
For
And it's-
such a fast turnaround,
I
too.
know.
Very fast turnaround.
I mean, she was flawless. I watched the days that they were recording. I did watch it beginning to end, and she was flawless. So, I mean, editing, you don't have to edit with Taylor Swift. So that had to have been, I can see it being an easy turnaround, but it's still not an easy turnaround. And Amy was the first one to notice the running time is 2 hours and 45 minutes, even though her set is 3:15.
Right.
Yeah, but I read that they're not cutting out any songs. They're cutting out like costume change time, crowd reaction time, like things like that. Like it's basically just gonna be song.
I wonder if will they also cut out, because some of the intros to the eras can be pretty lengthy, a couple minutes. That's when she's changing costumes and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I wonder if they'll truncate those down also.
Maybe just like a little bit. Like they'll show the folklore trees like coming up, but not the entire minute that it takes for them to come
Yeah.
up.
Well, and the big one, I did see this on Reddit. I gave my blood, sweat, and tears for this. The 8-minute ovation after champagne problems will be cut.
Yeah, probably.
So, I mean, that just keeps on getting longer and longer and longer, her ovation. So they'll be taking out some of that and shortening some of the speeches that she makes.
Yeah. You know what'll be cool? Well, I mean, so they were filming the first 2 nights in LA, and then I think they were also filming the surprise songs for night 3. So that's 6 different surprise songs. I think it would be really cool if there's like different versions of the movie and like you don't know which surprise song you're gonna get.
That would be amazing.
whenever you walk into the theater. So it's
What a
like
fun
if you go to
idea.
like the 7 o'clock screening, maybe you get You're on Your Own Kid. But if you go to like the 8 o'clock screening in another city, they get like Death by a Thousand Cuts or something.
How fun.
Wouldn't that
Just
be cool?
more surprise songs.
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? And think about it. Then people would want to go more than once in hopes
know.
of getting a different surprise.
And then
song.
we could make a game out of it where
Yeah.
we guess which
Which
surprise song we're getting.
yeah, because if she filmed all of them, but the movie's 2 hours and 45 minutes or whatever, I don't know. I don't think that it'll show all 6 of them.
No.
So let's name those songs. August 3rd in LA, she sang I Can See You and Maroon. On August 4th, she sang Our Song and You Are in Love. And August 5th, she sang Death by a Thousand Cuts and You're on Your Own, Kid. So I did see someone say the trailer lists all of her eras, including self-titled. So I'm pretty sure Our Song will be one of them.
And that's why I thought she performed it that night, because they were filming.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because she had done that on the first night of tour, and then when she performed it in LA, I remember thinking like, oh, I bet it's because it's for the tour movie. Though I hope that either Death by a Thousand Cuts or You're on Your Own, Kid are on there, because I was in that audience.
I
So
think Death by a
selfishly want that
Thousand
one.
Cuts will make it.
I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
But You Are in Love would also be so cool.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be so
And
nice.
Maroon. I'm telling you, different versions of the movie. That would be cool.
Great idea.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Also, who's gonna get the souvenir popcorn bucket?
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
yes.
souvenir popcorn bucket, and cup.
Yeah.
And I don't have the prices on me, but it's like
Yeah,
$20 for the
something,
bucket
and like-
and like
Oh.
$15 for the cup or something
I
like that.
I want the cup more than I want the popcorn bucket. I want the popcorn bucket anyway, just for like while we're watching it, while we're in the theater. But I feel like the cup is something I would use
more often.
Yeah.
But-
Don't stick it in the dishwasher. Hand wash
No,
only.
yeah, you don't use it. Yeah, you wash it once you get home, and then you put it in a display case and hang it on the wall.
No. You know
Okay,
what?
I'll get-
Why have things if you can't use them?
I'll get-
That's true.
Okay.
You're right.
I will use the cup, but I will put the popcorn bucket in a display case.
That's better.
Have
That's
it
better.
bronze.
Yeah, at first when I saw that, I was like, that's way too much. We're already spending $20 on a ticket. I'm not going to spend another $30. And then,
I
yeah,
will.
I'll probably get them both.
I will. Knowing me, I will for sure. If
Uh,
anything has Taylor's face on it, I got it.
The ticket is $19.89 now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Kids' tickets are $13.13.
That's right.
Fabulous. Also, did we
Woo.
notice that the trailer ends with Reputation, and she like looks back and it's like,
There's
ready
a
for it.
lot of Reputation in the trailer.
I mean,
for
it's a long
sure.
it's a long set. The Reputation portion
Mhm.
of the tour. And it's so badass. Like, of course,
Yeah.
like that, I'm sorry, but that makes for better trailer footage than
You
Champagne
can say
Problems.
it.
You know?
Yeah.
You thought she was going to say Willow?
No, like Folklore Evermore. They're
Yeah.
both like very chill.
And that's just,
Yeah.
that's what it is. That's the truth. And we're talking trailers. But I'm so excited. Are we going to, okay, this is also something we need to discuss among us Swifties. Like, what's the vibe? Like, we're in a theater. Are we going to like stand and sing along, or are we going to sit and sing along?
No.
Sit and sing.
I mean, I think you can up and down. It'll be like church. Stand up when you feel so moved, right?
It'll be like
really
church.
think people are going to stand up?
Yeah.
I mean, not all
You
the
think-
time,
You
but
think you can stay seated during like "Don't Blame Me" into "Look What You Made Me Do"?
Oh.
I'm
10-minute
assuming.
version of All Too Well.
I'm
Cruel
assuming.
Summer Bridge.
Yeah, when it is the Bridge of Cruel Summer, people will stand up and,
Okay.
and yell. Or when it's 1, 2, 3, let's go,
I
bitch,
guess-
people are going to stand up and yell.
I guess
But
it's
then
just
you
kind of
sit
like
down.
a read the room. I guess like
Yeah.
different crowds could have different vibes.
Yeah,
you
that's
know.
true.
So maybe I'll just kind of follow along with my fellow moviegoers, what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But how cool is this? Because we saw the cameras and assumed it was something far off that she was planning. She's turning around and doing this now, and I feel like it's so everybody can experience the Eras Tour, because there was such a mess up at the beginning with Ticketmaster, and she wants to be able to share this with everybody. It's already streaming live on the weekends that she's performing, and she could shut that down if she wanted to, but she hasn't, because I feel like she wants it to be within reach for everybody, that
So-
everybody can do the Eras Tour.
Do you think it's an afterthought? Like this wasn't planned before the ticket debacle? Like this is, oh, that didn't go well. Let's make sure everybody gets a chance, or do you think it was forethought?
Ooh,
I don't know. That's a good
that's
question.
a good, yeah.
It makes me wonder if, because typically for like a concert film, it comes out after the entire tour is over. But she
Mhm.
still has like another year and a half of this tour. So that makes me think that she is going to change it up.
Well, this
Like
is
probably more than we think.
only available in North America.
For now, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure
Yeah.
people are going to
Pirate it.
pirate it, yeah.
International's not loving that. But I wonder if it's because she is on her international leg now. Like, you're going to get it, I would assume, but maybe it's because she's there. So I don't know.
It just makes me think that she has this like 2-month break, and I don't put it past her to put her blood, sweat, and tears into changing up the show for the international shows, because even the international fans watch the live streams, you know,
yeah.
so they've also, if they wanted to, they see it. And I would assume that after a theatrical run, this movie will be on some sort of streaming service where it'll be available everywhere. That's my assumption. There's no way it's only going to be available in North America for
Sure.
forever. You know what I mean?
No.
But it makes me think that she is going to switch things up more than I had initially
True,
thought.
that is a good reason
You
to start
know,
switching
like
things
I
up.
kind of, at first I was like, oh, maybe she'll switch up a song here or there for each era, but maybe completely new costumes, maybe completely new choreography, maybe completely new set list or order of things. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
this woman can do absolutely anything. I don't put
Mhm.
anything past her like realm of possibility.
Okay, this movie, concert film, is already creating controversy in the world of movies.
Why?
So, the only people that knew about this concert film was AMC Theaters and Cinemark. That's it. Major movie studios had no idea. So now they are forced with saying, okay, this is probably going to be the #1 movie in the country
Yeah.
for those weekends. The only thing that matters is your opening weekend, and there's lots of movies that are opening. Do they move their
Move?
schedule around? It's too late to do any of that, most likely.
Do you know what they are? Did you look them up?
I don't have them off the top of my head right now,
Okay.
but a lot of movies will be released in this month or so that it's in the theater. And usually the studios let everyone know, hey, this is what we're doing, and they release movies like opposite each other, because they're all going to try and compete for #1.
Barbenheimer.
Exactly. And so that's controversial. So all the movie studios are like, whoa, what's going on top of big strikes and everything that they're trying to figure out right now. But also, there's a little part in a news article from IndieWire I will read to you that the movie studios are like, hold on, what's going on here? And it says, what the writer is saying here is that Taylor's team said, we want these tickets to be $19.89, $13.13. And that's very unusual. Some people are saying that might be illegal for Taylor's team to decide that ticketing fee. Distributors are prohibited from dictating ticket prices, and it's unclear what loophole might have been used here. This also violates industry norms of variable pricing for like matinees, senior discounts for different regions. So like if a lot of times if you go see a movie in a big city like New York City, tickets are going to be a lot more expensive than if you go see a movie in a really small town on a Tuesday afternoon. But like all the ticket prices are just set.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's also like skirting around, like AMC has their rewards membership programs, and this doesn't like affect those people. Those people can't get discounted tickets and stuff like that. So it's all just like, what's going on?
Hello, movies. Have you not met Taylor Swift? She's a mastermind, and she plays by her own rules. She can rewrite everything. That's why I ordered a BTS book accidentally, is because I thought that it was going to be written by Taylor Swift. She can make her own rules. It's okay.
And as far as moving opening weekends, there is a movie that already did that, and it was The Exorcist.
Oh, okay. They already moved.
Because I actually feel kind of bad for these Halloween movies, because that's Friday the 13th.
Oh, the perfect date.
In October.
Yeah.
The director of the new Exorcist movie tweeted about how they moved their movie up one weekend to like October 6th or something.
Smart.
Yeah, and then he put the hashtag Taylor wins. Hashtag Taylor wins. But I saw somebody on Twitter or TikTok, I forget where, somebody was like, not an actual demon being scared of Taylor Swift, which was funny. But sorry, she owns the number 13 more than Friday the 13th is anything.
I agree. Yeah, well, I thought in October, I mean, they're just garbage movies anyways, the horror movies for November, or for October. So like, okay, sorry about you.
That does make me wonder, though, if kind of like what you were saying earlier, like if this was planned all along for this. Because at first I was like, wow, the timing's perfect because she's not.
Break.
Yeah, she's like on break until November. But maybe it was kind of just not originally planned for it to be right now.
What I want to know is how your husband, Ryan, was used as an Easter egg for this movie, because she performed this song on June 24th. Didn't Ryan pick out that song for you that weekend and you ended up getting a point?
What?
Didn't you choose if this were a movie on June 24th because of Ryan?
I picked that myself.
I thought Ryan helped you pick a song, and he randomly said, like, if this was a movie, and you picked it and got it that weekend.
Maybe it was that weekend, but no, he had picked an Evermore song.
Okay, never mind.
Can I be my own Easter egg and stop
You
giving
can
him
be
credit?
your own Easter egg, but I could have swore that was the random song that Ryan chose for you. And then I was going to say he was part of the Easter egg that was saying on June 24th, if this were a movie, and 112 days after that, which there's a lot of 112-day theories surrounding Taylor Swift right now, would be 10/14, which is the weekend that it's running. It is premiering on 10/13.
Interesting.
That weekend was Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
He said right where you left me. I said if this was a movie.
Okay.
Because of the vibe, right? Of
Yeah.
the area.
Mm-hmm. That was his vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there
As
you
much
go.
as I would love to give my husband Swiftie credit. Summer is right around the corner, and we love to have fun, but we're all really well aware that it can get expensive. And when you have financial goals, you need to decide what's worth it. A Chime checking account helps you reach your financial goals while still enjoying your summer. Are you traveling at all this summer? Maybe to hit up another Eras tour date? And look, sometimes you know that you don't mean to overdraft, but it just happens when things start to add up. And Chime allows you to overdraft up to $200 with no fees, which at times can be a total game changer. You can set up your direct deposit with your Chime account, and you'll be notified to enroll in SpotMe. Live it up this summer and make progress towards your financial goals with Chime. Open your bank account in minutes at chime.com/Taylor Swift fan. That's chime.com/Taylor Swift fan. Chime feels like progress. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. members. FDIC. SpotMe eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Boosts are available to eligible Chime members enrolled in SpotMe and are subject to monthly limits. Terms and conditions apply. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details.
So going with the 112-day theory, which you need to go check out Nikki King on TikTok if you're not following this theory of release dates and how Taylor Swift has decided to release stuff, one thing that has come up on social media a lot is that Taylor Swift never did an LA post after she finished her LA shows. So after every show, Taylor and Taylor Nation would post on social media and have numbers and exclamation points, and it was always leading to something else, some wrap up at the end of the tour. Well, she did 5 shows in LA and did not do a thank you LA after. Well, everybody's saying no LA, no LA, no LA. What's no LA? You put it together, it's NOLA. And people are wondering if she's going to make a big announcement, possibly TS11, whenever she's in New Orleans.
I love the theory.
I like it.
So that was just something that would be Taylor Swift, where it would be obvious because everybody's saying no LA and it's all capitalized. And she's like, it's right there in front of you. So who knows if that's true, but that's just one of the many fun theories floating around on Swift Talk right now.
Can I tell you why I want that to be true? One, we get new Taylor music. That'd be great. But we've kind of talked about off the podcast about going to one of those shows in New Orleans anyways. We don't have tickets. We didn't get tickets for the Eras Tour New Orleans. But we really want to go to that, and we're kind of just like planning on being there no matter what. So hopefully she does something awesome.
Yeah, it's like we don't have tickets, but we have a year to figure it out.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay, before we go, I found Allie Bergman on TikTok, and she very accurately describes what it's like to be a Swiftie, and I just thought this was perfect and everybody could relate to this.
Why is Taylor Swift so big?
Okay, hi Jimmy Kobucks. I love when people ask this question because there was a time when I didn't get it either. And so I'm going to explain to you why I think Taylor Swift is so big, and more specifically why it's just so fun to be a fan of hers, and therefore why she has so many like diehards. I think Taylor Swift through her songs has accurately portrayed what it's like growing up to be a girl more than any other artist that I've ever seen do. And even more so, she will articulate feelings that you didn't know you had, and you definitely didn't think anyone else felt that way. And even though she's on this another level where she like says she doesn't even feel like a person sometimes, it literally feels like she's taking words right out of your journal, and it's so relatable and it makes you feel seen. You've maybe also heard that she's big on Easter eggs, which are so fun. So 2018 and 2019 were the first years that I was like really watching every single move of hers, and she posted this picture of 7 palm trees back in February 2019. She had just wrapped the Reputation tour, so we were expecting new music. Come to find out, she posted this on the day that she finished her 7 album, 7 palm trees. And she just started filling her Instagram feed with this whole new aesthetic that we would now like know to be the Lover era. And like I just remember coming out of school every day, seeing like what she posted, reading into it, like seeing if it was an Easter egg. It's just so fun. She's also obviously a musical genius, and I just want to share some of the little tidbits in songs that are so incredible. So the songs Betty, August, and Cardigan talk about the same story from 3 different perspectives. And so obviously some of these songs talk about the same events, and when they talk about the same events in the different songs, they happen at the same timestamps. For example, this is in August from the perspective of Augustine. Remember when I pulled up and said get in the car is at 2:47. And then in Betty, from the perspective of James, just thinking of you when she pulled up like a figment of my worst intentions, she said, James, get in, let's drive. 2:47. She also released the album Midnights on the day she turned 12,000 days old. Like, what? The song Mr. Perfectly Fine is about Joe Jonas, who broke up with her on the phone in a 27-second call, and the song Mr. Perfectly Fine has 27 misters in it because of the 27 seconds. This song Last Kiss is about like not ever expecting there to be a last kiss with this person, and then she ends it with just like our last. So it's like the last time we heard Kiss, we didn't realize it would be the last time, just like the last time she kissed him didn't realize it would be the last time. The song The Archer is about anxiety, and the beat never drops in the song. If you hear it, it like really picks up, but the beat never drops to kind of mimic how anxiety feels, which is so incredible. On an earlier album called Speak Now, she wrote a song called Innocent about Kanye West forgiving him for the VMA situation, but then later on Reputation, when he did her dirty again, she wrote Look What You Made Me Do about Kanye, and she sampled Innocent in that song. The song Dear John is about John Mayer, and the guitar riffs at the start of the song mimic the sound of a John Mayer song. So in the red track list, we have All Too Well, which is about Jake Gyllenhaal. In the 10-minute version, she goes on about how he didn't show up at her 21st birthday, obviously making that birthday that year really sad. And then she follows that up with 22, which is a happy song about turning 22. Going back to Joe Jonas and the 27-second phone call, Last Kiss is about him as well, and the intro is 27 seconds long before we get into the song. Not even including all these little details, she just is able to write songs that appeal so broadly to everyone, and a lot of people might write that off as like vapid pop songs, but it's actually so difficult to write these like hit songs that appeal to everyone, especially with songs like Blank Space. Like, she took the media narrative that they were throwing at her, that she just like always has a blank space for a new guy, blah blah blah, and like leaned into that, gave a music video where she looked insane and like had this delicate balance of like poking fun at herself but also like owning that for herself, like reclaiming it, like, what you're saying about me doesn't matter, here's a #1 hit. There's definitely more, and if you don't like Taylor Swift, you don't like her music, I get it, but if you don't like respect it, you just don't get it.
She said that so well. Those were so many great Easter eggs too. Like, oh wait, wow, that is a great Easter egg.
I hope
That's
she
awesome.
listens to our podcast. She just wrapped up our entire
I know.
podcast.
Well, there's all of Taylor's eras right there.
Well, and whoever loses is going to have to host a 13-minute episode by themselves, and that was a good start.
I know,
That
right?
was only a couple of minutes of the 13 that the loser will have to fill. When are we picking the losers? It's after every leg of the tour?
Yes.
So that would be November, the end of November for us, when she does the Central America tour, or the South America, Central America leg. Well, that does it here for this episode of 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Thanks so much for listening. If you haven't already, subscribed to us on whatever podcasting platform you're listening to us on right now. Leave us a 5-star rating and a good review. Join us next time. We're going to break down Never Grow Up.
Thanks for listening to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.